Hello, and welcome to another fantastic episode of Sega Sonic Radio, kicking it off tonight with the best defense from Sonic Frontiers. And with that, welcome as always. I'm your host, GX, aka Chris, aka The Spin Dash, and tonight is, it feels like a bit of an off week, I'll just call it. I've been away, I've been out of it, I've been disconnected, and rather than like feeling like do I want to cancel? No, I opted to just say, you know what, it's another host choice week, so we're doing a host choice playlist. I picked all the songs this time, so we're listening to things that I have chosen. Consider it a slightly more eclectic than usual selection going on here without any specific theme. So, with that in mind, let's kick it over to our first set of songs. Catch you guys on the other side. Hey, hey, welcome back. Yeah, hey, there we go. Welcome back. That was kicking it off with Chaotic Space Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog Pocket Adventure, followed up by Never Let It Go from Sonic the Fighters. Wrapping this segment up with Boiling Point, a overclocked remix from Gunstar Heroes. You can catch it over at ocremix.org, as well as many other great tracks. Yeah, I'm playing a lot of a game. I've been playing a lot of game this week that I find that I find that when I'm feeling kind of out of sorts, there's a specific genre that absolutely grabs my attention and doesn't let go, and that's kind of where my head's been at. Just kind of not really feeling like I'm accomplishing a whole lot this week, but just sort of giving a lot of my attention to a specific game. It was kind of that way whenever I had the last major, we'll say life change. Is I fell into Xenoblade 3 for a very long, very dedicated while to to help me deal with a bit of a sad time in my life. This time right now, it's not. I wouldn't say it's as sad, but it's certainly it's certainly a change, and I've been turning to just kind of using a game to help me deal with it. That'll come up later in the show, but yeah, it's been that kind of week. It's been a weird week. It's been a weird week. So I think we're just gonna flow right into the next trio of songs. First one kicking it off is gonna be Chemical Flow from Sonic Forces, and I'll see you after these. Hey, that was Chemical Flow from Sonic Forces, followed up with Relic Maze 2 from Freedom Planet, and Savannah Citadel Day from Sonic Unleashed. Hey, brought that specific song up, as well as a couple others in this selection, because going on right now is SAGE 2024, the Sonic Amateur Games Expo. One of the, we'll say, yearly Sonic fan developer expos. What would you like? Just online conventions, online showcase of fan developers doing their thing and showing off their current projects. Some interesting ones this year. It feels like every year more and more, we'll say, original projects, things that aren't inherently Sonic based, are showing up, and I'm awfully curious to see which of those, which of those kind of hits it with a lot of attention whenever it releases. There's definitely some fascinating projects out there, and unfortunately, I just haven't had much of a chance to play as much this year. I know Knuckles87 over in chat has had a chance to play a couple things, and we'll be writing them up on the site, and I hope to do the same over the weekend. But yeah, there's some neat projects. There's a 3D reinterpretation of Sonic Rush. It didn't work for me, but I'm sure for some people that it was very it was very entertaining, very impressive. I'm trying to think of what my personal highlights were, and I might have to look at the list again. Unfortunately, I did a stream earlier this week digging into some of them, and it just, I don't know, flew out of my memory. I think one of the most fascinating ones for me was the Sonic Game Book Origins game, which is a Unity-based, we'll say, digital version of the Sonic Choose Your Own Adventure style RPG books from the 90s from the UK. That I, as someone who is fascinated with non-standard Sonic games, like weird merch style games, that has me specifically interested, and I'd like to check it out over the weekend and maybe show it off, maybe write about it. We'll see how things work out. It's gonna be a weird time. What isn't gonna be quite as weird is that I think it's time for a quiz. Hey, every week we give you some quiz questions to answer, and in the Scrap Brain. And hey, you can always answer in chat if you'd like. If you don't want to answer in chat, or if you don't want to be spoiled on the answer, you can go ahead and hide chat right now, and we'll let you know what the answer is after a song. Give you a chance to guess. This week in the quiz, our first question is, what did the stories of Sonic CD, Sonic 06, and Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric all have in common? Go ahead and answer if you'd like, and we will have our true answer at the end of this next song. Hey, so the question was, what do the stories of Sonic CD, Sonic 06, and Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric all have in common? And Sonic Joe over in chat did get a correct guess in. That's right, they all involve time travel. It's less prominent in Rise of Lyric. It's probably one of the, I would say maybe one of the less remembered details, but for some reason, the story of that game includes Sonic and Tails producing a closed time loop that both simultaneously ensured that they instigate a rivalry with Lyric while also trapping him for 1,000 years before then releasing him. It didn't seem... It seemed kind of unnecessary. It was a weird thing. I don't know. Sonic's Boom story is kind of... It kind of feels like a mess, we'll say. Hey, everyone and their brother is out there trying to find these special crystals. I don't know. It's weird. Okay. Yeah, regular Sonic games are also, hey, everyone's trying to find these crystals, but you know what I mean. I don't know. And then Sonic CD, obviously, and Sonic 06, obviously, time travel significantly involved. Not a lot of other Sonic games in which the act of time travel is particularly prominent. Even for whatever reason, there's a ton of games that contain silver, but they've never really bothered to kind of get into the fact that he's still out there just time traveling just 'cause. Like, I don't know, something in the past is messed up. I guess I gotta be there and hope that I'm fixing it somehow. Silver's story is weird. We've never got to see his post 06 future again. So, who knows what's up with that. Actually, wait a minute. So if Little Planet contains future worlds based on what happens, does Little Planet would the worlds of Little Planet exist in regard to modern Sonic or even Silver's world? The lore implications of Little Planet in of itself is probably important to somebody, but not me. What is important to me is this next set of music, and we're going to start off with some Sonic Rush. Catch you guys on the other side.
minstrel someone we've not met. Come get on the internet with me tonight while it's free tonight. Hey, look at you, full of salt and full of attitude. You're funny like no other. You belong on How I Met Your Mother. So tonight, let's go tonight. I'll survive the internet with you. Yes, I'll survive the internet with you. It's not the place for raillery. Leave out your good personality behind. We'll be fine, my friend, in time. Hey, look at we, throwing shade like we're some empathy. We know how to punctuate your. We wrote that spec script for Hangover 4, so let's tonight get set and fight. Yes, I'll survive the internet with you. When I survive the internet with you, you might just have to shave that beard and stop your dabbing. That's just weird, my friend. My friend.
Hey, that was JJ Rocket from Sonic Rush, followed up with Character Select from Sonic the Secret Rings multiplayer mode. Kind of a hard swing right there. And then speaking of hard swings, Survive the Internet credits theme from the 4th Jackbox Party Pack. Vaguely digital theme. I don't know. I was jumping through my library tonight, and I was like, I want to do a Jackbox vocal theme tonight, and that was the one I landed on. There are a handful of Jackbox vocal themes. A lot of the games actually do have some sort of ending theme with lyrical music, but that's what we came to. We got another segment of 3 coming at you. This one, we're gonna kick things off with some Rockin' Sonic the Hedgehog sessions. So look forward to that. And catch you on the other side. Hey, that was. Welcome to the Station Square remix from Rockin' Sonic the Hedgehog Sessions. You might have noticed that that version was arranged by T. Lopes, of all people. It had a lot. It had a lot of his the kind of personality that he's brought to classic Sonic tracks. It's definitely. I wouldn't necessarily peg it as the as clearly identifiable as something he's done, because a lot of what he's done for the Sonic series is classic, but there's definitely some moments it's like, oh yeah, I can see how we got here. Followed up with Comfort Zone from Sonic Mania, the menu theme, and wrapping it up with Violet Interspace from Let's Tap. A Sega game. A Sega game. Speaking of Sega games, hey, I think it's time for another quiz, don't you? That's right, it's time for the audio cue. Every week among our quizzes, I give you a song from a Sega game. It could be a Sega published game, it could be a Sega developed game, it could be a game from a company that Sega owns, or a Sega franchise developed by someone. It doesn't matter. I'll tell you how it works out. It works out by, this is, just tell me the game. Tell me the game this comes from. This is a game developed by a Sega studio and published by Sega themselves. As always, you can guess in chat. If you don't want to guess in chat, or you just don't want to be spoiled, go ahead and minimize chat or minimize the window, and we'll let you know when the song is done. Let's take a listen. It looks like this might have been a bit of a stumper in chat. If you had guessed Yakuza 0, you would be correct. This is Force Addiction from the 2015 heavy air quotes classic Yakuza 0. The reason why I was cagey about talking about the specific game that's been we'll say consuming all of my attention It's because this is what I've been playing all week. Yakuza 0 is kind of, we'll say, the turning point of the franchise, at least in sort of its Western reception. I hesitate to say that the prior entries are straight-laced or straightforward, but the situation is largely that Yakuza 0 is whenever they finally tapped into the storytelling formula attached to how they work with the open world structure that people started to really connect with. It found the humor and it found the weirdness that actually started to connect with some people, and I can absolutely see why. I wouldn't say this is my first time experiencing a Yakuza game, but it also kind of is. I've had a lot of like false starts trying to get into the series here and there. This is the first one where it's like, no, I actually have some time in my life. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to actually play this thing and try to actually, be able to speak a little bit more authoritatively on what's going on, because I have absorbed a lot of Yakuza information just through the kinds of people I talk to and the kinds of content creators that I follow, podcasters I listen to, writers I read. So it's not that I'm without like info on what Yakuza is, but it's just kind of like, well, I've never actually played one of the games in full, and I should probably actually play one of the games in full and not just sort of poke at it and hope that nothing else comes along before I'm actually fully gripped. And I will tell you, I am 100% absolutely fully gripped right now. Like, up until 2 a.m. almost every night playing it gripped. Yeah, it's a neat game. It's a neat, fascinating game, and it hits all my the open world nodes in my brain that are like, oh, I need to poke at this big, expansive map screen where I can find all of these tiny stories to chase. So that it really does it for me. But we're going to follow it up with a different city setting. Next one's coming up is another OC remix. Not a Sonic one, but a Sega one. Hope you enjoy. Catch you on the other side.
You don't understand what's going on here. You don't understand.
Felt like a boonga butterfly. Felt like a boonga.
It's so easy.
Felt like a boonga. Felt like
You got it.
I felt like a
Somebody got it.
like I felt like a
It's so somebody got it.
felt like a butterfly. Felt like a bot.
Don't understand what's going on here. Don't understand, I'll say it again. Don't understand, I'll say it again. Don't understand what's going on. Don't understand, I'll say it again. Again. Don't understand what's going on. Bingo, go.
Felt like a
Don't understand, I'll say it again. Don't understand, I'll say it again. Don't understand what's going on here.
Hey, that was Butterfly Spy, a Jet Grind Radio remix from over at overclockedremix.org. Followed up with Metropolis Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and Going Down, Cash Cash versus Jun Sinao remix from Sonic Generations. We're gonna just, I guess we're just gonna keep going tonight. Let's go ahead and just jump into the next set of songs. Keep this thing moving. Next one, we're gonna kick things off with some Sonic Pinball Party. Gonna catch you guys on the other side. that was Splash Garden from the Nights into Dreams table of Sonic Pinball Party, followed up with Wacky Workbench from the US version of Sonic CD, and wrapping it up with Condensed Milk from Bomb Rush Cyberfunk. It's time for another quiz, methinks. And if you're ready for a quiz, you know the drill. Hey, if you wanna guess in chat, you are more than welcome to. If you don't want to, go ahead and minimize chat, and we'll catch up after the question. Our next question is, in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Hydrocity, Marble Garden, Sandopolis, and Lava Reef are stages that all begin with what? Not like words or letters, but how did the stages begin? Go ahead and guess if you'd like, and we'll give you the answer on the other side. Okay, you got a guess in? Question is, in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Hydrocity, Marble Garden, Sandopolis, and Lava Reef are stages that all begin with what? And the answer is, they all begin with the player falling. Seriously, there are a lot of stages in that game that sort of begin that way. I was almost tempted to say Ice Cap as well, but I don't know. I didn't want to split hairs in saying, like, oh, hey, he got shot out of a cannon and he sort of falls onto a snowboard, but it's more at an angle, so I don't know if I want to say that one, get called out on it or whatever. But yeah, it's kind of funny because not some of them are just, hey, traps from Knuckles, but not all of them are traps from Knuckles. Some of them are just, I don't know, Sonic's gonna jump out of this plane and into a desert. So I don't know. It's an interesting. It's interesting to begin with that the levels in this game all have some form of transition, or most of them do. Sonic 2 did not really have that. It kind of only had one leading between the second to final level and the final level, which honestly you could say the same thing briefly about Sonic 1 in Scrap Brain Act 2 to Act 3 as well. But yeah, they went and put some animation transitions, and a lot of them are, oh no, Sonic's falling from one area to the next. Never mind how he gets out. Like, never mind that somehow we get from falling into Hydrocity to then falling into the Marble Garden Zone. It's an odd one. It's an odd one. We're gonna jump over to our next trio of songs and kick it off with a little bit of Sonic Rush Adventure. Catch you guys on the other side. that was Coral Cave from Sonic Rush Adventure, followed up by Oregano UFO from Pizza Tower. Hey, another Sage game. And wrapping it up with Meta Junglera Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog Triple Trouble. We're getting close to the end of the night. We've got one more trio of songs coming up for you, as well as our finale. It's been, I don't know, I don't know if it just felt quiet, but it has been a weird kind of news week for Sonic stuff. There's definitely been some amount of news, discussions of Izuka saying, we acknowledge that the Sonic Advance games exist. We're not doing anything with them right now, but yeah, maybe someday. Which, I don't know, if you've ever interacted with an Izuka interview, like he does give his responses that are sort of clarifying of like maybe some character stuff, but very rarely would you ever catch him giving away information that isn't publicly available otherwise. Like him saying, yeah, we're interested with something exists. No, you would not get it. He's too media trained to let something like that slip. But yeah, it's probably worth letting Sonic Team know, hey, people would like some of those old Dimps games. I know. I'm even here saying, like, the Dimps GBA games don't hold up very well, but they should probably still be available in some format. Who's to say? It's not... There's always been the weird question of rights issues, but as it was brought up in a Nintendo server that I chat in regularly, like... It's not as if Embracer Groups, even if it's a THQ thing, it's not as if Embracer Group won't take your cash. Like, their price is going to be low, given the last year or so of what their company's been up to. Let's go ahead. We're gonna kick off our next segment, let's say, with some Sonic the Hedgehog 3. So, you know, as we're approaching the end here, I'm just gonna say it's gonna be nice to chill, and I think I'm ready to chill a little bit. Hopefully, you're ready to chill as well. Let's chill with some Sonic 3, and I'll catch you guys on the other side. Yeah, this whole thing's getting me a little sleepy here. Kind of ended the program with just chill, just wrapping it up, and I am legitimately getting a bit tired. So, hey, thank you anyone who watched tonight. As always, hey, if you're watching on Twitch, you can check out our YouTube. Just search for Sega Sonic Radio. We've got plenty of back episodes, and we got a new one just about every week. Just about every week. And hey, if you're watching on YouTube, just indicate if you want to indicate like, hey, I had a good time. Just they have that likes system. They have the sharing, and they have the subscribing, as they say in the influencers space, in the YouTubers. Yeah, it just lets people know that, hey, you like it. But most of all, hey, if you had a good time, just, if you think you have someone else who you think would enjoy this, just let them know, like, hey, it's Sega Sonic Radio over on Sonic Stadium. They do some nice stuff. You should go check it out. As always, everything that we do is under the banner of Sonic Stadium over at sonicstadium.org, one of the internet's oldest Sonic fan communities and fan websites. We've got news, we've got forums, we've got discussions, and we've got a Discord. And if you ever want to go bug someone, hey, I'm over there all the time. You can go bug me over there and say, hey, GX, your opinions are bad. You should have different opinions. You should have my opinions. But no. We're gonna wrap up tonight with non-Sega, non-Sonic, which I've peppered in there. A lot of what we've done has been sort of either directly Sonic or Sonic adjacent. This one is neither of those things. It's not Sega, it's not Sonic, but it's a song that I like to listen to every once in a while. It's from a composer that I like, Sugimori, who you would know from the Ace Attorney series, and this is Honor's theme from Murder by Numbers, which is a sort of a detective a visual novel crime-solving Picross game. So enjoy, and I'll catch you guys next week. How about one more?